Good afternoon. Trust me, I'm not auditioning for a spot on television by sending you another video. This is prompted by a 350-point drop in the stock market. That's reason enough to be in touch. We want to share our insight with you and hopefully help you understand what is going on. First of all, we thought the market was set up for a profit-taking mini crash, meaning that a lot of profits that would have been taken last year have been put off and taken this year at the very turn of the year so that taxes won't have to be paid until April of 2016. We think that's part of the mix. Additionally, the continued price in the drop of oil is starting to become serious. At what point in the drop does it go from positive to being a negative sell-off? And prices around $50 puts the drop in oil at a half or 50%. And now there's question about what kind of economic repercussions will come from this. One, we don't think the economic repercussions directly to the overall economy are going to be that negative. It's still on the side of positive. But we have to ask ourselves, is the oil price coming down because of overproduction, or is it coming down because of lack of demand? If it is the latter, that would denote economic weakness starting to creep into the global situation. And we think there's some of that going on. So those two reasons are probably the reason why stocks are selling off. There is one more big bubble forming, and I want to give you a heads up on this. We've been watching it carefully, and that is the dollar strength. The dollar broke out of a 30-year downtrend when looked at technically, and it reversed that 30-year downtrend on Friday. Just poked its nose through, and there was a confirming gap up in the dollar today. That in and of itself is positive. We're sitting in the right currency, for sure. But it creates another potential negative, as there are $7 trillion of loans made out to foreign entities and individuals and corporations that are denominated in dollars. And as the dollar moves up, for those borrowers that work and earn money and try to get a return on that borrowed money in a foreign currency, the price of meeting the loan payments and the price of meeting the ultimate loan repayment goes up significantly. The dollar, when looked at through an index which covers its comparison with all other currencies, is up about 12% over the last 5 months or so, and most recently since Thanksgiving there has been a significant spike upward. As a result, we have to keep an eye on this, because the money, that $7 trillion that has been loaned overseas, has come out of the pockets of many American retail investors. Mom and pop operators of the corner drugstore, the corner service station, or even the farm thought they could get by with a couple of $100,000 of CDs plus Social Security and they'd be fine. Certainly that was true if CDs earned 8%, but at 1% they have decided they can't make it, so they've gone down to their friendly brokerage firm or insurance salesman, and they've been sold probably a partnership or some form of a preferred stock or a structured note of some kind, giving them 6 or 7% interest. Much of this money has gone to borrowers in the oil patch in the U.S., drilling for and fracking for more oil, but much of it has gone overseas to foreign borrowers. Should that money be repatriated and come home or start to come home or be hedged against, we could have a spike in the dollar that could really create economic problems for the world. And we would not be exempted from it because the lenders, many of them, are here in the United States. So this bears watching. We're not saying this is going to happen, but this is an undercurrent in the market that has become quite serious and put us on the defensive. So we have our defensive plans in place to protect in the event this happens. Keep an eye on the dollar. That's going to be key.